Hello, everybody. Scott Furkin with you again for another in a series of interviews of guest artists appearing at the Hill House on Devil's Backbone, an open-air music venue on Kenwood Hill in southwest Jefferson County. Tonight, I'll be speaking with Colton Settle, Mason Bartlett, Rebecca Harrison, and Daniel Beam, who collectively perform as The Settlement, a funk fusion jam band from West Virginia known for combining rock riffs, reggae grooves, pop harmonies, all kinds of stuff to create an eclectic sound that is uniquely theirs. They've got a busy schedule, but tonight they are here at the Hill House making their Hill House debut. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
We're pleased to have you. Well, let's talk a little bit about the band. So when and how did The Settlement come together? Who wants to? Colton, you want to tell us?
I'll stab at that. The band was started in 2014. I had been playing music with some people from high school, literally since high school. And then I had started playing some music with people at college when I went to Marshall University. And that's basically where the band was founded, was there at Marshall, and that's kind of where we met each other. And also where we played most of our first shows were there kind of while we were in college.
Has it been the same lineup throughout the years?
No, there's been some rollover, some changeover, as you would say. But Daniel and I, the drummer here, we've been playing together this entire time.
Okay.
Since 2014, since the inception of the band.
All right. So the band name, I suspect that might have something to do with you.
Funny enough, yeah, that is my last name,
Yeah.
but I also did not name the band.
Oh, okay.
So a member who was in the band, I think maybe the shortest period of time, named the band shortly before his departure.
Okay. Well, it's a good one, so go with it. So who would you, this is for any of you, who would you describe as some of your musical influences? You want to tell us, Mason?
Yeah, some musical influences. Definitely Grateful Dead. We do a lot of Grateful Dead covers. We get fishy in some jams.
All right.
Guys, shout some more out if you think of any.
We definitely were in like a lot of heavier, kind of like rock, almost metal bands when we were younger. So we kind of take a little bit of that rock, mix it with some of the more funky, jazzy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that part definitely comes through.
Yeah, some of our other albums get very, very heavy.
I've definitely took inspiration from the former bass player of Big Something, Doug Marshall. You'll hear that in some of our tunes. He's one of my favorite people, and I've definitely used that as an influence in writing bass lines for this band.
Okay. I'm always curious for musicians, how did you get drawn to the particular instruments that you're playing? Rebecca, for example, the bass.
This is a great story. I started life as a trombone player in the 6th grade, and as I got through school, they kept needing somebody to play the low notes, so they switched me to the tuba, but I was 4'0" and like 95 pounds, and I hated it. And one year I was like, I'm not playing the tuba anymore. And the band director was like, well, there's a Fender bass guitar over there in the corner that nobody's played in years. You can teach yourself how to play that. And I was sold, and I have played the bass guitar ever since. That was 1998.
I love that.
Very cool.
Also started as a trombone player over here, and moved to percussion very shortly after, and just opened a whole new world of instruments.
I'll say, yeah. How about you, Colton?
So funny enough, we were talking about this on the way here, but I got a guitar and a bass the same summer. I was 12. I got an acoustic guitar that my aunt gave me, and I got a P bass, and it's pretty much been on from there. You know what I mean? I just couldn't get it out of my hands, kind of thing.
So 2 guitars for a 12-year-old. Did you grow up in a musical household?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, my dad's a musician, can play pretty much anything with strings, and was self-taught. So a lot of the stuff that he taught to me was kind of passed down orally, either by watching him or hearing him play, which is how he learned. Yeah. So I think that's really unique in a way.
So he fronts a band himself, right?
Yes, my dad has a band, Junction 144.
Okay.
They're a bluegrass band.
Yeah.
And they do a great job with traditional bluegrass, gospel music. Pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, very cool.
Shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's been on stage with you before?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to have Dad up anytime he's at the show. If he brings his mandolin, we try to have him up.
Most recently at Settlefest, right?
Settlefest, yeah.
Okay, I want to ask about Settlefest, but first let's talk about some live performing. I know this is your first time at the Hill House, but you've performed in Louisville before, correct?
Yeah, Melwood Tavern.
Yeah. Okay.
Played Melwood Tavern maybe 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we played Mag Bar. I think our first show in Louisville was at Mag Bar, which was kind of a rockin' show.
Okay. Yeah. You know, there's a term of art here in Louisville. If a car runs into a building, they say it got mag barred. Yes. Because that has happened at Second and.
I can see that. It's a busy area.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know you all are known for high energy, high energy improvisational live performing. What is it about live performing that really attracts you or really does it for you? Anybody?
It's really the thrill of it. I was talking with Colton earlier in the van. You just have to be, confident in what you're doing, and this band made me improvise. I was a classical musician and used to reading sheet music and everything, and that's really brought me out of my shell and allowed me to explore.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, for me, I have a very stressful day job as an elementary music teacher. And so to be able to come out here and release all of those feelings that I have and all of that pent-up energy from having to teach wonderful 5 to 12-year-olds all day long, it is a great release. And it's the best part of my day for sure.
Well, so I understand that because of the improvisational nature of it, no 2 sets are really ever the same. How does that work out for the drummer back there? Do they ever throw you a curve?
I wouldn't play it the same anyway. I kind of have the mindset of you'll never quite play it exactly the same anyway, so on a day-to-day you might feel it a little bit different, and so that kind of gives me the freedom to say, well, today I want to go maybe a little bit slower, a little faster, I can play a different feel.
Okay.
So I think it actually makes my job maybe easier because I'm not as constrained.
Sure.
I think it naturally makes it easier and more fun too, because like if you feel a certain way about how the song is supposed to go, sometimes your expectations are not always going to be like reality. Whereas if you're a little bit looser with what that parameter is, you might surprise yourself.
Yeah.
So
go where it takes you. Yeah. Well, I know you guys are popular on the festival circuit, and just recently, earlier this month, you played the Mountain Music Festival there in West Virginia. Oh, yeah. Also on the bill was Big Something and the John Ingram Band, both of whom have appeared here at the Hill House. So, are you friends with those people? I mean,
we are actually.
Yeah, okay. John reached out to us and said, "You want to play that gig?"
Yeah, John literally sent me a message. He was like, "You need to respond to this email right now. You want to play this gig." So shout out to John. He actually kind of forced our hand and made it happen.
John and I go all the way back to high school. Yeah, like you played with people that you've known since you were in high school. I've known John since I was in high school.
Okay.
And we had John on our recent festival, Settle Fest, also at Ace Adventure Resort.
Yeah.
He was on the lineup for that. It was wonderful. We got up, played with him.
And we love Big Something too.
Yeah.
Just shout out. That's my wife's
favorite
favorite
last
band.
month, and I think John will be here with the Fletcher's Grove, his other band, in August, I believe. So we're getting quite a little club going here at the Hill House.
Casey Cranford from Big Something is featured on some of our tracks on the last album that we recorded.
Yeah, he's the guy that plays the electronic wind instrument.
We're playing one of those songs tonight.
Space Flute.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're playing a couple of them.
And you've also played the Big What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we played the Big Wet. The year that we played, it was very wet. It rained a lot.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Settle Fest, because that's you guys. So what, where, and when does that happen?
So we did Settle Fest at Ace Adventure Resort last October. It was us. We played both nights. We had Yarn, which was really awesome. John Ingram, of course.
Sasha Colette.
Jeremy Short, Sasha.
Yeah, bunch of Kentucky artists.
We tried to book a lot of our friends, too, which was neat, We got to book all of our friends that happens to be that we have some talented friends.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's it like playing to festival crowds?
Amazing.
Okay, as opposed to, say, the bar scene.
I prefer it at this point.
Yeah.
It's fun all times of the day. The hot middle of the day sets, the wild late night sets,
shenanigans,
evening prime time,
all the sets.
Yeah, it's usually more accepting too.
Yes,
they're more supportive of original music. Where if you play at a bar, they might just be like, "I want to hear songs I know."
Right.
Yeah, you don't have anyone yelling "Freebird,"
usually.
at a festival most of the time.
Well, speaking of that, who does most of the writing or composing of the original songs?
I guess that would be me.
This guy here.
Yeah,
All right.
I write basically all of the lyrics and most of the music. We still collaborate together and write together. And sometimes even improvising together, we'll kind of write a new part of a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't really claim that, but as far as the blueprint of the songs and the lyrics for the songs, I write that.
Okay.
So.
Well, in addition to live performing, you all have done a lot of studio work as well. I think your first self-titled album came out in 2016, if I remember.
2016, yeah.
Yeah, and then you have followed that up with singles that you've released. And then in 2021, Departures. And
Yeah.
in 2022, Departures 2.
Yeah.
And then your most recent record is Days Go By. It came out in 2024. So tell us a little bit about working in the studio as opposed to live performing. How is it different, and which do you prefer?
I think it's kind of neat because we've done a combination of both. Sometimes we're really trying to capture that studio essence of like one song, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then other times we're trying to capture more the live element.
I see.
So most of our recording we have actually done live, like very much played like a live band all together.
Okay.
But then kind of more recently and also for more specific tracks, maybe we've done more of the multi-track kind of route.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've
the
liked exploring
Departures
both.
albums.
Yeah,
were live.
Departures we tracked very live. And even a lot of Days Go By we tracked very live.
Yeah.
So it kind of preserved that raw energy that you get from the show.
Okay. There's a single on Departures, Stars, I think it's called, and you guys made a music video to go with that. Tell us a little bit about that.
It is my favorite song. It is my absolute favorite song. Colton can tell you more about it, but it is, it's about our friend Al. And if you hear the words to the song, it's, you know, my friend, don't lose hope. There is so much left to know. Hang on to who you are. One day we'll all look up and see a star. And it has this message of hope and just looking forward to what's to come. Keep your head in the game. Keep your head up. And we're here for you.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Is it on the set list tonight?
It is not.
Okay.
It's not
well-
on the set list tonight. That's the thing, because it's not always the same. I
Yeah.
actually go out of my way to make sure that every set is a little different, you know?
Okay.
So most of the songs we're presenting tonight are going to be from Days Go By, and you guys are getting a little sneak peek at our next album, which is called Memories.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
So that's the one we're working on now. So
the
we're going to
first
play a
set.
bunch of songs from that,
It's Memories.
basically.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about where we can hear your music when we're not right here at the Hill House.
Really everywhere. We've got it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming services, Bandcamp. We put a lot of our live recordings on Bandcamp,
Okay.
so I would recommend that if you want to dive deeper.
Yeah, there's like 50 live albums on Bandcamp if you really enjoy listening to live music.
Okay. And your website is thesettlementband.com.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So those in the audience who want to know more about them can go to thesettlementband.com. Just a couple of final questions. You recently played some shows at venues in both North and South Carolina. Can you tell us about those and what was it like, you know, being touring on the road like that?
It was great. We had great hosts, great shows, great venues. We played Boise Nights in Wilmington. We played Grand Strand Brewing in Myrtle Beach. It was Kenny's first time at the beach.
Yeah, Kenny's first time at the beach. That was pretty nice to take
Kenny's
our sound engineer
guy, by the way.
to the beach for the first time. I think that was really the hallmark moment for me.
Yeah.
How do you travel? I mean, like, by what means?
We have a 15-passenger van that we've taken out the last few rows of seats, so we can get all of our equipment and at least 6 or 7 of us in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her name is Mary,
All right.
and we bought her from a church, local church,
I was going to
close
say,
to
'cause
where I
it
live.
looks like you can still sort of see some of the lettering on the... yeah.
As a courtesy to the church, we did remove most of the lettering, so none of our fans or anything were prank calling the church or anything like that.
Right. Rebecca, what's it like traveling with these guys?
It is the absolute best. I would not want to be on the road with any other group of gentlemen. They are wonderful people. They are fantastic musicians, and they are the best friends that anyone could ever have.
All right. Well, that is a great talk. I'd love to continue it, but I think I'm keeping... I'm standing between you and the audience and the audience and the music. So thank you for talking with me, and we're looking forward to a great show tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Scott.